Good morning. It's June 16th, a beautiful summer day in Pisgah. I just had a very successful cataract surgery. So I've got brand new eyes, brand new vision. So I thought this would be a good place to check out my new view. So I am 52 years old, and maybe about 6 years ago I started noticing that my phone kept on getting further and further away from me. So I eventually went and got my eyes checked, and they said, okay, you need some readers. Something that happens at your age, okay, fair enough. So, I used readers for a couple years. And then I turned 50, and everything went kind of south really quick in regards to my vision. Very difficult seeing at night, especially if it's raining. Lots of sunbursts and halos and lens flares. So right after we moved to Asheville, I went to get my eyes checked again, and they were like, well, your lenses are fine, but you have cataracts. I'm like, okay. Great. Take them out. They're like, nope, they are too small. We have to wait until they get bigger before we can take them out. So that was 2 years ago. Good morning, son. So for the last 2 years, I've been going blind. Street signs got harder to read, restaurant menus, websites. Got to the point where I couldn't recognize my wife at the end of the grocery aisle, unless she was moving. And when we go out dancing with friends that we've known for 10, 20, 30 years, and I've been there dancing, a couple hours later I run into somebody, oh, good to see you. Did you just get here? No. I've been here all night, so I can't recognize my own friends, dear friends, that are 10 feet away if it's night and there's poor lighting. So it's been a real challenge, and I have been on so many trails. Ooh, what's that? Look at this. Hello? They're popping up. Yeah. So many trails. So I did my local research and picked Asheville Eye Associates. I just really like the vibe from the website, for lack of better professional analysis. And I tell you what, it could not have been more pleasant. Top-notch facility. Came in for my evaluation. They're like, yep, you got cataracts, let's lop them out. And, you schedule them on 2 different days, a week apart. First time, went in super early. They said, talk to the anesthesia. They tape you down. They give you drops. Anesthesiologist said she's going to give me a, light sedative. And I do not remember anything. They taped my head down. And next thing I knew, they were taking stuff off of me. And I had a conversation, and they walked me out, and everything was fine. So I was thinking I was going to have a good nap my second time. And, well, hello, helicopter pad. I think this is supposedly where they airlift. But it's going to rain. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So for the second eye, I go in, and, they tape my head down, and then I see what looks like a kaleidoscope thing kind of start in my eye, and oh shit, I can see what they're doing. And so they're doing the thing, and I can see it. And so I think at some point I said, I can see what you're doing. I didn't know if that was okay. And he's like, okay, well, that's fine, just don't move. And so I didn't move. And it was like they were installing a UFO in my eye. It was all sorts of like mandala and kaleidoscope kind of looking stuff. Here's the trail. Good to be on sand again. I didn't know if I should tell him I could see it or not. It kind of freaked me out. So anyhow, no harm. It didn't hurt. It was done in minutes. And the next thing I know, I was in my car. So they send you home with like a little patch thing. And you sleep with it for the first night. And the next day, you go to post-op. And they tell you if you can take it off or not. Well, that was yesterday. It's my post-op, so I'm in the all clear on both eyes. Now, I have hiked about 1,000 miles since that first cataract diagnosis, a couple 100,000 feet, and I did most of it while taking you with me with this Insta360 camera, and it's been lovely. But to celebrate my new vision and all the new views, I thought I would also upgrade yours. So I just purchased a Sony A7 IV with a really nice lens. I'm going to take it with me to these hikes, so once I get to where I'm going, we can take some better images. I knew my vision was cloudy, right? But one thing I did not know was that cataracts also tint to everything like a nicotine yellow, almost like a 1980s Waffle House, just kind of yellow. And I didn't know that. And so I get home after my first surgery, and I see my dog out of the corner of my eye patch, and it almost looks blue. And so I go start looking around, and all the colors are different and more vivid. And I'm getting chills thinking about it. And I started crying because I had no idea that my vision was just so compromised. Everything is so much more vivid now. Salmon is pink. I think we had salmon that night. I was like, oh my God. Salmon's pink. I forgot that salmon was pink. I thought it was orange. And so once my eyes adjusted, I went out and started looking at everything, and it's just fills my heart with joy. Like, I thought it was just cloudy, but I have this whole added bonus of everything being much more vivid. So one of the things I'm hoping is that when I switch from this camera to my next camera to the next view, it might give you kind of an idea of what it felt like. Okay, this is going to be my first big view with two good eyes. Well, it's like the first time you went to like an HD TV on a big screen from like the old school style. There's just so, my God, so much more detail in everything. Welcome to Looking Glass Rock. Let's see what it looks like with my new eyes.
right outside this lazy summer home. Ain't got time to call your soul a critic, no. Right outside the lazy gate, winter summer home. Wondering where the nut-thatched windows, wings a mile long, just carry the bird away. Wake up to find out that you are the eyes of the world. Heart has its features, its homeland and thoughts of its own. When you discover that you are the song that the born in grace. Heart has its seasons, its evenings and songs of its own.
So yeah, new eyes, absolutely worth it. Thank you Asheville Eye Associates and Sony for the new view. And thank you Mother Nature for this lovely rainbow. I don't know if I could have seen that with my old eyes.